Hey, I'm Andy. We're back with some more Magic the Gathering unboxing, unpacking, and this time we're going to continue with some more Modern Horizon 3 play boosters. Hopefully, we get some cool stuff. I know I say that in everyone, so I really do. I'd rather get some cool stuff than some duds, right? So, we're going to open up some 4 more packs, and we'll just see. Obviously, I think as we get near, I might open up some more because there'll be more of a chance to get duplicates and whatnot. But anyways, we're gonna do some 4 and start with the first one. Hopefully, we get some cool stuff. Like I said, will it open? There we go. There we go. Oh, I didn't. Oh, I hope I didn't bend any. All right. So, first card is Breathe Your Last. 1 black, black. Destroy target creature or planeswalker. You gain 1 life for each of its colors. Seems nice if it's like a 5-color one. You get 5 life. So yeah, I saw some spoiler for a future set that Wizards actually printed out Fear of Missing Out, which I find that hilarious. We got Tune the Narrative for blue. Draw a card, you get 2 energy counters. Alright. Next up, we got Sarpadian Simulacrum for red. Haste, 3 red, sacrifice, it deals 4 damage to target creature. Oh, that looks adorable in an evil way. We got a Faithful Watchdog, which is green-white. Vigilance, Faithful Watchdog enters the battlefield with 3 +1/+1 counters on it. So I think... the art's adorable, but I think this is like the first time I've seen a multicolored common in a long time. I feel like I've seen some in the past, but they're usually uncommon or higher. But anyways, we got the Nyxborn Hydra for X green. Bestow X green green. Reach trample. If it enters the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters on it. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 for each +1/+1 counter on this, and has reach and trample. Okay. Next up, we got Nyxborn Unicorn for 1 white. Bestow 3 white. Mentor. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2 and has Mentor. Here we got Seething Landscape, which is search your library for a basic island, swamp, or mountain card, or it has a cycling of those colors. Mountain's cool. We got a Scurry of Gremlins. That's kind of adorable, I think, in a weird way. 2 red, white. When Scurry of Gremlins enters the battlefield, create 2 1/1 red gremlin creature tokens. Then you get an amount of energy counters equal to the number of creatures you control. And then pay 4 of the energy counters. Creatures you control get +1/+0 and gain haste until end of turn. Alright, next up we got Twisted Riddle Keeper for 8. And Emerge is 5, that, and blue. So you may cast this spell by sacrificing a creature and paying the Emerge cost reduced by that creature's mana value. Seems nice. So whenever you cast this spell, tap up to 2 target permanents. Put a stun counter on each of them. Okay. Sure. Alright, next up we got an Eldrazi Ravager for 5. And then a colorless, I think. Annihilator 1. Sacrifice 2 Eldrazi. Return this from your graveyard to your hand, and it has cycling 2. Then a land, we have Barbarian Ring. Tap red, add red, it deals 1 damage to you. And Threshold, red, tap, sacrifice this, it deals 2 damage to any target. Activate only if 7 or more cards are in your, which is Threshold. Alright. Oh, we got a foil. Okay. Next up, we got a rare Warren Soul Trader for 2 black. Pay 1 life, sacrifice another creature, create a treasure token. Okay. Straightforward. So this one's a foil double-sided. It's uncommon. It's a Razor Grass Ambush for 1 white. So this deals 3 damage to target attacking or blocking creature. Okay. And then the land is just, when it enters battlefield, you may pay 3 life. If you don't, it enters battlefield tap and it adds just a white. Okay. Sure. And our art card is pretty cool looking. We got this on one side and then this on the reflection. Or I guess this and this. Whichever way you want to look at it. It is Copy Land. How apt. Well, we'll put this here. And then our last card is a land. Pretty land, but it's a basic land card. Alright. pack 2. What will we get? We got Refurbished Familiar, 3 black. Affinity for artifacts. Flying. Whenever this enters battlefield, each opponent discards a card. For each opponent who can't, you draw a card. Alright. Oh, it's a zombie red. I just noticed that. Next up, we got Electrozoa for 2 blue. Flash. Flying. Whenever this enters battlefield, you get 2 energy counters. At the beginning of your combat main phase, pre-combat main phase, tap this unless you pay one of those counters. Alright, you got a Thriving Skyclaw for 2 red. Flying. Whenever this enters battlefield, you get 3 energy counters. Whenever this attacks, you may pay 3 energy counters. If you do, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Okay, we got our Rose Cotton Knight for white. Vigilance. Whenever this enters battlefield, you have to look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may reveal an artifact or an enchantment card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. If you didn't put a card this way, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Okay. Nightshade Dryad for 1 green. With that touch, tap, add that. Tap, add 1. Okay. So it just adds 1 mana. Interesting. Very interesting. Like, I feel like if this was a few years ago, it wouldn't have Death Touch. It would just have the mana ability, but alright. Next up, we got a Dog Umbra for 1 white. Flash enchant creature. As long as another player controls enchanted creature, it can't attack or block. Otherwise, Dog Umbra has Umbra Armor. Oh, nice. Usually, the aura is usually beneficial or detrimental. I think this one is the first time I've seen that has both. Very interesting. And it costs 1 and in white. And a common too. So this one's a Bountiful Landscape, and this is the land that is Forest, Island, Mountain. Uncommon, we got a Grim Servant, 3 black. Menace. Whenever this enters the battlefield, search your library for a card with mana value less than or equal to your devotion to black. Reveal it. Put it to your hand, then shuffle. You lose 3 life. Alright, we got a Brain Surge for 2 blue. Draw 4 cards, then put 2 cards from your hand on top of your library in any order. Alright, I think every pack has one of these double ones. Not sure. But we got a Null Elemental Blast. Choose one. Counter target multicolored spell. Destroy target multicolored permanent. Alright. So this one enters battlefield tapped, and it adds blue or red. The other side is a Rush of Inspiration for 1 blue-red. Draw 2 cards, then discard a card at random unless you pay 2 energy counters. Alright. Next up. A rare, we got Estrid's Invocation for 2 blue. You may have this enter the battlefield as a copy of an enchantment you control, except it has at the beginning of your upkeep, you may exile this enchantment. If you do, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. Alright, interesting. So it's like you can copy a new one at at your turn, basically. Really interesting. So like if you want to copy something else, then you can. So, alright, next up, we got the Thief of Existence. That artwork is wild. For 1, that, and green. Devoid. When you cast a spell, exile up to 1 target non-creature, non-land permanent and opponent controls with mana value 4 or less. If you do, Thief of Existence gains. When this creature leaves the battlefield, target opponent draws a card. Interesting. I don't know why that's rare, but it's a non-creature, non-land permanent. And so basically an enchantment or like an aura or artifact. Why is it rare though? Anyways. Oh, we don't have a token this time. Next up, our foil is Seething Landscape, which is the land for island, swamp, on a mountain. Alright. Then a final card is the double face card thing. So you just like write down what it is, and just this acts like one of the double face cards. So obviously you won't be able to see it when you put it in your deck. So alright, that's cool. Next up, pack 3, penultimate pack for this video. Alright, let's see what we get. Alright. We got Eviscerator's Insight for 1 black. As an additional cost to cast a spell, sacrifice an artifact or creature. Draw 2 cards. Flashback 4 black. Next up, we got Electrozoa, which we got before. Next up, we got Thriving Skyclaw for 2 red. Flying enters bat. Oh, we already got this one. Cool. And Jolted Awake for a white. Choose up to 1 target artifact or creature card in your graveyard. You get 2 energy counters. And then you may pay an amount of energy equal to that card's mana value. If you do, return it from your graveyard to the battlefield. And it has cycling 2. We got a Snapping Void Craw. An Eldrazi Turtle, okay. 1 green, blue, devoid, tap, add that. 3, that, tap, add, draw a card. A Nightshade Dryad. 1 green, we already got this one. Already duplicates. Oh. A Twisted Landscape. The land for Swamp, Mountain, Forest. Hope Ender Coatl. I think that's how you say it. Hope Ender Coatl for 2 blue. Devoid, flash. When you cast a spell, counter target spell on opponent controls unless they pay 1. But you do get a 2/2 flyer. And we got Pyretic Rebirth for 2 black, red. Return target artifact or creature card from your graveyard to your hand. This deals damage equal to that card's mana value to up to 1 target creature or planeswalker. Nice. Next up, we get a Triton Wavebreaker for a blue. Bestow 1 blue. As long as this is a creature, it has prowess. And then an enchanted creature gets +1/+1 and has prowess. Alright, this is the double-sided. We got Sanguine Morass and enters battlefield tap to add, and it adds black or red. This one is Blood-Soaked Insight. That's expensive. 5 black, red. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each 1 life your opponent has lost this turn. Okay, never mind. So target opponent exiles the top 3 cards of your library. Exile until the end of your next turn. You may play those cards. Oh, just in general. If you cast a spell this way, mana of any type can be spent to cast. Okay, because like usually when that happens, mana can be it can be used. Mana of any type can be used to play it. Okay, I see. Next up, we got a Shrieking Drake with like an old school art style for blue. Flying. When this enters the battlefield, return a creature you control to its owner's hand. Next up, it's a rare. We got Power Balance. Nice artwork for a red. So whenever an opponent casts a spell, you may reveal the top card of your library. If you do, you may cast that card without paying its mana cost if the 2 spells have the same mana value. Nice. Very nice. Very RNG-ish, but that's my type of gameplay, I guess. Oh, we get an energy reserve. I don't think I had this before. Okay. And the other side is a whale with a big mouth. When this creature dies, create a 9/9 blue Kraken creature token. Wow. Okay. Cool. And then the last card, the foil. Unfathomable Truths for 4 blue. Devoid. Draw 3 cards and create a 0/1 Eldrazi colorless spawn creature token with sacrifice to add that. Alright, we got some few duplicates, but still going, I think. Alright, next one, the last one for this video, I should say. Alright, hopefully we end out strong. I mean, the power balance seems nice. I like the artwork, I like the ability, but very RNG, but like I said, it fits my playstyle. Alright, let's get another Electrozoa, so that's 3 in this video. Next up, we got a Smelted Charge Bug for 1 red. Menace, when this enters the battlefield, you get 2 energy counters. When this attacks, you may pay an energy counter. If you do, another target attacking creature gets +1/+0 and gains Menace until end of turn. Alright, Kami of Jealous Thirst for 2 black. That touch, 4 black, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. This ability costs 4 black less to activate if you've drawn 3 or more cards this turn. Activate only once each. Oh, so I mean, that'd be busted if you're able to do it as many times as you want because of the secondary cost. Like it costs free if you draw 3 or more cards. So if you're able to activate it immediately, infinitely, then this wouldn't be a common, and it probably would be banned, I think. We got a Basking Brute Scale. Okay, so it's like a Basking Root Waller, but Devoid, 1 green, adapt 1. Whenever one or more +1/+1 counters are put on this, you may create a Eldrazi spawn creature token with that ability. Nice. Next up, we got Inspired Inventor for 2 white. When this enters the battlefield, choose one. You get 3 energy counters, +1/+1 counter on target creature, or create a 1/1 colorless servo artifact creature token. Sure. Alright, we got a Conduit Goblin. Nice glasses for red, white. When this enters the battlefield, you get a lot of cards give you the energy counters. Okay. At the beginning of combat, your turn, you may pay an energy counter. If you do, another target creature you control gets +1/+1, and also that one. It's like +1/+0, and then gain some sort of keyword like menace, haste, what have you. And then another Seeding Landscape. I think that's 3 now. Alright, we got Tamiyo Meets the Story Circle for 1 blue. So 1, until your next turn, whenever a creature attacks you or a planeswalker, it gets -2/-0 until end of turn. The number 2 is discard any number of cards, then investigate twice for each card discarded this way. Then 3, shuffle up to 3 target cards from your graveyard to your library. Okay. Next up, we got a Signature Slam for 2 green. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control, then each modified creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature you don't control. Huh. So each modified creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature you don't. So each modified creature deals damage to target creature. So I guess all the modified creature, if I'm reading this right, all modified creatures deal their damage to 1 target creature. You can't just pick one for each modified creature, right? It's just, you just get 1 target creature. You just, yeah. If I'm reading it right. Alright, next up is the Creation of Avacyn for 1 black. Search your library for a card, exile it face down, then shuffle. Turn the exile card face up. If it's a creature card, you lose life equal to its mana value. Then 3, you may put the exile card onto the battlefield if it's a creature card. If you don't put it onto the battlefield, put it into its owner's hand. Okay. I think I've seen that in the previous one. Alright, we got Distinguished Conjurer for 1 white. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 1 life. 4 white, tap, exile another target creature you control, then return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. Okay, so like a blink. Rare is a Dreamtide Whale for 2 blue, vanishing 2. Whenever a player casts their second spell each turn, proliferate. Nice. Alright, next up, we got a Foil Corrupted Shapeshifter for 3 blue. Devoid, as this enters the battlefield, it becomes your choice of a 3/3, it's hard to read, 3/3 creature with flying, or a 2/5 with vigilance, or a 0/12 with defender. Alright. Token is another energy reserve mixed with the Fanatic of Ronas. So tap to add green, Ferocious, tap to add 4, green. Activate only if you control a creature with 4 or more power. I mean, which you already do with the Fanatic of Ronas, right? So I guess if it gets weakened somehow, then you'll get the 1 mana, but then normally you'll get the green. Interesting. Very interesting. And the last card is a basic land. Alright, so that is another 4 packs from Modern Horizons 3 Play Booster box. Yeah, only 1 art card, sadly. But, I mean, it is a nice art card. The copy land. And, yeah, I don't know what to say. Neat rares, I think. I don't know about the Thief. Like, it could very well be good. I just don't know the meta. I don't know like why it's rare worthy. Like, compared to all the other rares I've seen, compared to all the other uncommons I've seen, I don't know why this is rare. So yeah, I don't know. I really don't know, but everything else seems nice. I do like the power balance, but yeah, anyways, hope you enjoyed this. Until next time, thank you for watching and have a nice day.